Blockboy SportsTalk.
What up, what up, what up? This your man Vex, man. We live here, man. We going live.
Marco Polo.
We on the good Martin Luther King Day. Yeah, gotta get in here. Yeah, work with us, y'all. It's a little technical difficulty, man. We doing this right now live. Little Blockboy on a good MLK Day, man. How y'all doing out there, man? You good? We good over here?
We good everywhere, but what's up, Bigo? What's up, YouTube Live?
Yeah.
This is Blockboy SportsTalk.
TikTok,
episode
Instagram. What's up with y'all? Facebook. What's
58.
happening?
Wasn't no boxing really worth mentioning. We still looking for the Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo coming up January the 31st. Tonight is the college football championship.
We gonna get there. We gonna get there. Let's don't even go too fast. We gonna get there. Y'all already know how we do it, man. Let's go. Let's talk about. Let's get this little bit of NBA out the way because we got a lot we want to talk about because you already know.
But what about the whole how did the whole NBA new All-Star game set up? Let's run that past it real quick for the All-Star game.
Well, they're gonna have the international players against the American players, and that's gonna be interesting. So we're gonna see how they do the dynamics with how many players get picked. I like on the sidebar with what you're saying is I like Denny Avia to be an All-Star this year. He been playing lights out. It's crazy. He been balling. Remember, he was a Wizard at one time, and he's up in Portland playing crazy. While Damian Lillard is still recovering from that Achilles injury, so that's gonna be crazy. But this weekend, what we had as of yesterday, we had a game in London. We had the Magic and the Grizz out there in London, and Ja came back from his ailment or whatever he was going through. They said it was an injury, but I think it's some other little things going on in there. But he came back, played lights out, 20 points in the first half, double-double. It was crazy and out there in London playing against the Magic.
Dynamic dunk, posterizing dunk.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. Nets and the Bulls. Bulls beat the Nets. Rockets beat the Pelicans with your boy, the big homie, Kevin Durant, going 6 all-time, going past the great Dirk Nowitzki. Raptors lost to the Lakers. Of course, you got Luka coming back from injury as well, played great. And LeBron, who when he played them previously, it was the first game that he did not score double figures in 1,297 games the last time he played the Raptors. So, of course, he wanted to come out and show that, hey, he still is a 20-plus point scorer. He went out there, did his thing. Hornets and the Nuggets, watch out for that boy LaMelo Ball. Goodness gracious. The Nuggets right now. The Nuggets were on a 4-game win streak, and that ended with the Hornets doing their thing, 110-187.
So they beat the Lakers, and then the Nuggets.
And then the Trailblazers over the Kings, like I was talking about, Denny Avia, 26 points, looking like an all-star coming back from injury as he is. So that's all I want to just get that out the way with the NBA because you already know what we really, really, really want to get into. And
just the camera for this. We got to get into the
get it right.
Get it right. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL playoffs. It is finally down to the last and final four. I don't know where everybody else was at Saturday and Sunday, what y'all was doing.
Hey,
how big of a football fan you all are.
It's crazy. Talk to
them. But let's get into the first game. And I made some statements. I made some statements. I said that the Broncos would win by 9. And it started off looking like it would be that way. In this game, we say this a lot. You need to score touchdowns when you need to score touchdowns and not settle for field goals. And that can come to haunt you in the late parts of the game. Right. And it almost did that to the Broncos. You take that 23, you put 27, I think they run away. But neither here nor there, Josh Allen, with all his mishaps, all of his interceptions, still had his team in the game in a position to get the W.
Just turnovers in general, fumbles as well, not just interceptions. He fumbled the ball ridiculously before the half, which gave the Broncos a free 3. That was just unheard of and unnecessary. That was just a mistake that shouldn't have happened. I think that's why Sean McDermott got fired. By the way, for those that don't know, he is no longer the coach of the Buffalo Bills. He has been relieved of his duties.
I think this is the biggest coaching carousel of all times in the NFL. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't even checked the stats or anything like that, but I haven't seen this many coaches up and available, uprooted, changing, just moving around. As soon as they get out of the playoffs, McDermott is gone, and they saying what about what's going on with LaFleur? Is he possibly still on the chopping block in Green Bay?
Yeah. No. They actually redid his contract.
Okay,
they did his contract, and they keeping him up there. They say they're keeping him as of now, but maybe it may change. I don't know. But it's crazy.
But neither here nor there. We'll get back to what happened in the game. The Broncos defense showed up enough to put us in a position to get the W, and we did with the final field goal. Unfortunately, it cost us our quarterback to the point. In my heart, I almost wish Buffalo would have won because we do not look good going in there playing New England.
But wait a minute, stop. I know y'all out there like, hold up, y'all not gonna talk about the catch? He not gonna talk about the catch, the interception / catch, but I'm gonna talk about the daggone thing.
Hey man, I let the refs do their job.
Stop it. Y'all know what
I'm not gonna get into the politics.
Stop. You had your turn. I was waiting for you. You was trying to skate by. While now you was trying to wrap it up. No, stop it. Let's talk about the interception / catch. And to a lot of people out there and a lot of fans thought that should have been a catch for Brandon Cooks. And, of course, the refs saw it in a different light. You can watch it over and over and over again. And me is completely unbiased. I'm watching it back and forth. It's a coin flip. I at first glance,
it was close.
At first glance, I seen it, and it looked like he caught it, and he just pulled it away from him as he was on the ground. To me, that seemed to be a catch. And then, you watch it more and more. It looked like maybe he didn't have complete control of the ball when he hit the ground. But the craziest thing was not taking the time to really review that under a microscope. I thought they would do that, and they kind of glanced over it, let it go. And it is what it is, and that did not completely lose the game for the Bills, but it could have been a turning point for the Bills to win.
It would have been a turning point. It would have been a major turning point.
If they had called it a catch.
And I honestly, even unbiasedly, I was good with either way, with whatever call they would have made. If they'd have made the other call, I would not have been disagreeable.
Well, you wouldn't have had a broken ankle. Because they would have went down and probably kicked the field goal, and the game would have probably been over at that point. So, and then coaching decisions just gets people fired, and that's what that is, man.
Well, the Broncos got the W. We lost our quarterback, and now we have to face
Stidham. Instead of you trust. Instead of you trust. What is it? Stidham, ain't it? That's your man. Stidham.
That's not my man.
He plays for the Broncos. He is your starting quarterback in the AFC Championship. Stidham. That's your man. So ride with your man. That's your man. So look.
Hey, we can ride with the defense, man. Moving on. 33-30. Epic, instant classic game. Overtime.
Right. Absolute classic.
The Broncos.
But on the other side, Niners Seahawks, 41-6. Moving on.
But also get your Josh Allen tear wiping towels. We will have them on.
Stop. Leave that alone. It's over with. 49ers, Seahawks.
Blowout.
41-6. It wasn't really.
They wasn't ready.
Well, what happened was, honestly, let's break it down. Honestly, to break it down, you had the Seahawks who had an extra week to prepare to get healthy. Which, by the way, Darnold in practice ended up having an oblique injury that they kind of thought was questionable. It didn't show up in the game. But the Seahawks, who's an NFC rival of the Niners, are very familiar with the Niners. And the Niners, who's really banged up. I mean, Kittle's out. They got defensive players out. They got a lot going on with a lot of things. And coming off a tough fought game the previous week to fly back across the country from Carolina to come to Seattle up in that upper Northwest. An extremely tough task. And they were just shook. Seahawks were extremely ready for this game. And shout out, kudos to them. And their defense has been biting all year. It's been top 3 defenses in the league all year been Broncos, Seahawks, and the Texans, and that's been crazy.
You finished?
Go ahead.
Okay. Because what happened was the Seahawks came in there and off the break. You talk about that man Mo.
Yeah.
Off the break.
Momentum.
13 seconds into the game.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
Yeah.
I'm talking about my little cousin. He really went to the bathroom. This is not even a joke, not pun for the show. He really went to the bathroom and came back. He said, "Who scored?"
Yeah.
He said the game. It was 13 seconds, and I looked at my eye. I said, "Damn." I said, this
was over.
I said, this over.
Early.
She said, they can come back. That was the first play of the game. I said, look, one thing about Mo, if you know Mo and he rears his face like that, he showed up with the big face. 13 seconds in the game. I was like, wow.
Momentum.
I said, this do not look good for the 49ers. And they already, you know how when you got a phone that will never get to 100% charge again? That's what their roster look like. Like, no matter what, how many times you plug it up, it's not going to get more than 50 to 60%. That's what 49ers roster look like. So, that's what they was working with. They was still using that phone because it works.
Yeah.
But at 60% facing Seattle, with Mo on Seattle's back, results blowout. I didn't watch the whole game. Really 41. I turned it off when it's really got ugly. I was like, I'm not watching.
Listen,
this.
for the sake of all,
I'll have no parlays in. I'm not watching.
Yeah,
this.
for the sake of all those sports, but I have to continuously watch this and drink coffee and take notos to keep my eyes open and watch some of these, disastrous.
That
moments.
was the game that you turned off early.
That game would be one that I would, if you fell asleep on, I'm not mad at you. Not mad at you at all.
It was other things on, even like women's college basketball. It was other things on after when it was starting to blow up. But moving on.
Texans and the Patriots, ladies and gentlemen. I talked about this. I've been telling you about my man Mayday. Although he actually didn't have the greatest performance, but you can't really blame him against probably the best defense in football. Going against the Texans.
Speaking of defense, their defense showed up. New England defense looked like they have a legitimate argument for having the best defense in the league. C.J. Stroud did not even. This is the second game that the last game that he played. I felt that he was playing so subpar that DeMarco was looking at him like, man, if I had somebody else decent enough, I might take you out for a second. He was making that many mistakes back to back. He looked very uncomfortable. And with this game, when he having no weapons, it's like you're going into a fight, but you only got 2 fingers. I'm talking about this hand chopped off, this arm chopped off, but you got 2 fingers. Right. But you fighting, you trying to kick, you throwing them 2 fingers. But you don't have any arsenal. Whereas on the other side, they got hands, feet. They looking like Goro with arms. I'm talking about they beating you down.
You are killing the metaphors today. Unbelievable. Man,
shout out to Drake, Mayday, Stephon Diggs played extremely well, but the defense of the New England Patriots, they surprised me to the point, and I noticed they should have surprised the NFL, but they put the NFL on them.
If I may, pardon me, hello? This guy right here been trying to explain to y'all. Watch out for them Patriots. I'm saying it all season. I don't know what else to tell you. They are a problem. Even under intense conditions, under great defense, DeMarco Ryans, kudos to him coaching that defense up, is unbelievable. But, of course, their defense, it was like 13 men on the field. C.J. Stroud, he couldn't do it. They really didn't get their running game going. It was just a clinic done. Shout out to Mike Vrabel. You already know what he's done and what his stature is. He's taking his team back to the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me when I tell you that. And that's just
Diggs had a big game.
Yeah, Diggs had a big game, but Mayday, man. I told y'all.
Mayday.
Under harsh conditions out there, snowing, cold, raining, all that good stuff. Hey, man, it is what it is. Texans, good season. Hats off to you, but you just went into a buzzsaw going up into that upper northwest, upper northeast, and that's what it is, man.
Maybe without the turnovers and with your weapons, with Ibsen and
yeah, but they was missing. Nico Collins was out.
That's what I said.
Dalton Schultz ended up having an injury early in that game, went out. So, again, once those weapons go out, man, it's a little bit difficult, man. So that's what it is. But I already knew that was going to happen. And that was a game you might have nodded out on after all those turnovers because you knew they wasn't coming back. Anyway, moving right along to one of the best games of the weekend as well. Oh my God. Rams and the Bears up there playing in wind chill factor -2 degrees, which I knew that you needed to go ahead and take the under in this game. Over 48.5, take the under. I said, yeah, it's gonna be hard up there. They talking about it's gonna go over. I'm like, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Yeah. But the running game, the running game on both sides was kind of decent. But let's just get right down to it, man.
Hold on, before you get right down to it, let's give a shout out to the Bears defense because they also played extremely well. Getting after Stafford, stopping their run, and making it tough on the Rams.
Okay, but if you want to shout out their defense, shout out the Rams defense
We know what they do,
for stopping too many fourth down attempts instead of going for or taking the 3 points. Because we've talked about what do?
Take the points. Don't take the points off the board. Put them on the board.
And guess what else? There are 3 facets to football: defense, offense, and
special team.
You gotta let them all play, bruh. And if you don't let them all play, usually you end up losing games. It's nothing wrong with taking the 3. That don't act like it's not a good victory for you. Because at the end of the game, we've seen game after game all season long. You look up and a team is fighting at the end trying to go there and score a touchdown now because they didn't take the 3 earlier in the first or second quarter. Or it's just. I don't like this Madden type style coaching that they got going on, man. I sometimes I think all of these coaches grew up playing Madden and they just want to go for it. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Take the 3, dog.
It's the year to go for it, man. It's been
like that for the last couple of years. Yeah, you see this couch right here? It ain't a lot of room right here, but we'll make some room for y'all because that's where you're going to come sit.
Let's get to the sweet part of the game, man.
Yeah,
which was the biggest catch of the year. It's going to be talked about. It's on every highlight right now. There is Caleb throwing a Hail Mary.
He turned a 35-yard play into a 55-yard play.
And I'm talking about that's one of the best no-look Hail Marys I've ever seen in my life.
Crazy.
They talk about the push-off. That wasn't a push-off. That was legitimate fighting for the ball. Yeah, great catch. I don't know how the ball got directly where it got, but that was one of the Iceman.
He did all he could do.
Iceman. Caleb West. Shout out to him. Shout out to everything they did. They do not need to hold their hands down at all.
Not at all.
Even with the interception. But when you get that close, run the ball.
Yeah.
Kick the long field goal.
But see, again, we have coaching errors that keep being made in certain situations, man. And that's why coaches get fired. Because it's only 1 or 2 decisions left or right when you get down this far that takes you further or you come sit on the couch. And that's what it is. It's certain coaches' decisions.
You've been running the ball that great. Even run the ball with Caleb's legs when you were in field goal range.
Absolutely.
Did I forget? Did I lose?
Hey man, listen. Well, they were right outside of field goal range.
Run the ball.
But still run the ball.
And you got a field goal.
You got a 2-headed monster. They both were playing pretty good. And you gotta do that. I guess they wanted to put the ball in the hands of the great Caleb, who was playing magnificent, which you can't really argue. I think he may end up being a Super Bowl champion at some point. If they
this didn't happen this year. It looked like it was in the cards, especially with that last play, but they went on to, after that last play, go into overtime, throw the interception, and the Rams won the game.
Oh, man.
Puka wind up short up late. They had him in check a little bit, too.
Man, Adams didn't have a couple of catches, man, and those out there, your parlay got thrown in the trash. You thought that he would at least get one. Man, listen, man. One thing about it, man, this sports betting thing is treacherous. They will burn your parlay down. I'm trying to tell you. But single back. But what I did hit was 2 interceptions from Caleb and 2 interceptions from C.J. Stroud. That was one of the ones that we did manage to make happen. Anyway, that's just me. I'm just celebrating them all.
So that's what happened.
That's what happened with that, man.
The playoffs, we have it all set. The AFC Championship, NFC Championship, New England versus the Broncos, and the Rams versus the Seahawks. And that's Seahawks versus the Rams. They're gonna do it again. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago.
Sheesh.
Seahawks look ready. You actually said if they do it again, you don't know who will win. So I think that's gonna actually be the better matchup. I love my team, the Broncos, but with us having a
You got Stidham back there, baby. Stidham.
anyway,
Yes.
you got some predictions for them on the football, so we can move on to football.
Listen, okay. Well, listen. This is what I have said that it would be the Rams and the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I'm still keep going with that. However, these Seattle Seahawks look like not so fast. They ready to kick some, you know what? So it's gonna be tough. But I gotta stick with my prediction, man. I'm gonna stay firm with it. Because I think that the Rams
and the Patriots is gonna be
absolutely familiar with the Seattle Seahawks. I think the Seahawks came out this week because they were well rested and well prepared. But I think the Rams can come up there and do their thing. Let's see how it goes, man. It's a 3-point spread right now is what it opened up at. The Broncos game opened up at -5 for the Patriots. And I see why. Considering they got Stidham at the helm. Let's see how that plays.
Hey, man, we're going to stop talking about Stidham, man.
I mean, he's at the helm.
Okay.
What do you want me to do?
I think we're moving on. Let's move on.
Okay, let's do it. College football tonight. Indiana.
Miami.
What are we doing?
The U.
Who you like?
Hey, man. I love Miami, man.
Love them.
Not to say I'm going to put any money on it. I love Miami. I love Miami in this game, and I would like to pick them. I'm not telling you all to pick them. I'm just telling you I love Miami, and I'm not putting any money on them.
Wait a minute. This is what they come here for.
Hey,
predictions, man. You got to
put your money on Indiana. You want to be just...
Let me just clear the air right there. Take Indiana.
Take Indiana.
Listen, let's break it down. Let's do the breakdown.
Go ahead.
Let's break it down a little bit. First and foremost, I want to tell you this. Miami has an extremely large offensive line. I think they'll be able to run.
Boy,
I like the
respect as well.
I like to see the running game actually be kind of effective with Miami. They also have a big running back, 6'2", 250. They have their running game should be effective. What's going to happen with them is they're going to have a problem in the region of guarding the wide receivers of Indiana, who are big boys, who are fast. And of course, we know the Heisman.
They haven't. Let's be honest. They haven't guarded the #1 receiver all year.
The Heisman Trophy winner is back there. He has.
I'm talking about Miami. They haven't guarded the #1 wide receiver all year.
Mendoza has more touchdowns than incompletions. I don't think you heard me. He has more touchdowns than incompletions in this college football playoffs. All right. So I'm here to tell you right now, their offense is playing at the most elite level that can possibly be played right now. So Miami's going to have a hard time stopping Indiana. Like I said, they need to slow the game down and compress it down, use their running game. And if they do that, they definitely have a puncher's chance of winning this game. The spread right now is 7.5. I'm going to take Indiana minus the points, because I believe that Indiana is just gonna be if they get into a shootout, it's not gonna be able to keep up. I like Carson Beck back there. He's definitely an NFL quarterback by 110%. He's gonna play good. This is gonna be a fun game to watch, but at the end of the game, it's gonna be a little bit too much.
It's gonna be a lot too much, man. I would love Miami to get the W, but when your secondary can't cover anything at all, and Indiana has what they have, we're gonna see the score. The score gonna go up. I don't know if they're gonna cover the spread, but I don't see Miami being able to stop what Indiana produces. I would love for everybody to do what they're doing. I would love Miami, the U, to get the W. Everybody would, not everybody, of course, not Indiana fans, but I don't see how I won't put my money on it. But I'm gonna sit at the TV and I'm gonna scream Miami. Yeah, Miami.
All right, listen, I gave you the formula. If they do it the way I tell you to do it, they will pull this. They can pull the upset.
What's Indiana's #1 receiver?
Snap. His name escapes me right now. But he's 6'4".
Yeah.
And
but take him on the over on yards. I think it's 58 yards.
I think it's 58.5.
58.5, exactly. Take the over on that right there.
Yeah. I like that. Look at you. See, you made a prediction. That's what we're talking about. This is what we talking about. This is what they here to do. They want to do it like that, and I'll put something on the Patreon so y'all can really see what's going on here. I have a joint on the Patreon page. Just subscribe to our Patreon, and I have an exclusive bet on there for this game that I will not mention at this moment. Got to go subscribe. Patreon, Blockboy Talk on Patreon. And, subscribe. And we always got good joints up there.
Man, you did drop your third leg parlay today. It is Monday on the Michael Corey Morning Show as well.
Yeah, the third. So I got to give it to y'all because I gave it to the Michael Corey Morning Show this morning. The third, my third leg. For those that don't know, I do what's called a third leg, and it's 2 very probable legs and 1 long shot leg, and it goes as follows: Nicholas Alexander for 3 threes, Miles Turner for 2 threes, and Jalen Johnson for a triple-double in today's matchup that should be starting
in 5 minutes.
Right about now.
So you need to log into
hurry
your
up,
app.
put that one in.
What is that on? That's on DraftKings,
It's on whatever.
Fanatics,
It's on all that. All the Fanatics.
BetGMM.
We not gonna keep showing that, but they ain't shooting us no money.
Go to our Patreon.
Go to our Patreon. Yeah.
Log on so you can get the exclusive bets. Like, comment, subscribe, tune into our next live. We got anything else for them? Besides All-Star game coming up.
Yeah.
Nice game. Basketball, college basketball.
Look, we got a bunch of basketball today. That's why we wanted to get this done, because it's MLK Day. It's basketball all day long. It's going down. There's a lot of good games going on. So that's what we want to do, man. Y'all log us from up, get your popcorn ready. Go watch the NBA today. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
That's what it is.
We out.
We out. Let's go.